Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for May 7th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, make sure you subscribe, and also give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated and glad you're here to join us as we cover three games we got rolling here today. Couple in the NBA. We got some game twos on the slate here for a Wednesday, and then we'll throw an MLB in there for you as well here on Cover the Spread this Wednesday. Hey, glad you're here. As always, we'll get to the cappers, see how they're doing, and then we'll get right to the three plays we got rolling here on this Wednesday. Head on over to Ramon. How you doing, Ramon?
Yeah, real good, Rod. We're getting deep into these playoffs now, and we feel like the cream might rise to the top. Who's going to be the best in the NBA? We got more action here on Wednesday night.
Definitely, we do. It's we'll see how these game two goes before we start crowning anybody champs. In my books, we'll see how things go. But so far, we've seen that rest. It's equaled rust in some of these early matchups. But the team's sitting waiting for a team to meet. They haven't fared so well, so we'll see if that trend continues going forward in these NBA playoffs. I don't know where to Al. How you doing on this Wednesday, Al?
Yeah, doing pretty good. I think yesterday I wasn't expecting many blowouts anymore in these NBA playoffs. I'm expecting a lot of competitive games. I wasn't expecting all these outright upsets, though. I gotta admit that much, and it should make for an interesting rest of these series for sure. So buckle up, and I think we're in for some good basketball. Let's get to it.
Definitely, let's get to it. We got to get to this MLB to knock it out of the park to get us started here on the Wednesday slate. And we're looking at the hometown Blue Jays. Well, my home country Blue Jays, because hey, we're it's the only team for me to cheer for in the nation of Canada. That's the only team we got by default. So, but I like the Blue Jays here in this spot out on the West Coast. Hey, there's Blue Jays travel. There's definitely going to be some Blue Jays jerseys in the stands as they make the trip down to LA for this game. And this Angels squad, man, they were off to a good start to the season, but then, man, it's like they fell off a cliff. The hitting hasn't been good, and then that bullpen. Ooh, that bullpen has been awful. So you look at this Blue Jays team as well, not hitting the way that the offense could be. They've definitely got the star power and the numbers to be smashing, but we just haven't seen it from the Blue Jays to start their year. So nothing like facing an Angels squad to get things a rolling here. You look at Barrios on the mound here for the Blue Jays. I like what I've seen. He's starting to pick up his play. Last couple starts been good. Last time he's seen the Angels, hey, the Blue Jays got themselves a nice little 9-2 win. And we got Yusei Kikuchi on the mound for the Angels in this one. Sounds like the Blue Jays don't know all about Yusei, hey, because he used to play on the Blue Jays. So not like they haven't seen this gentleman before. And I think this Blue Jays squad, it's time to tee off. And if they don't tee off on Kikuchi, they'll definitely tee off on that bullpen. I got to go with the Blue Jays here in this one. I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the run line in this one. Get us a nice little plus price winner here on this one on Wednesday. I'll kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one on Wednesday? Blue Jays or Angels?
Yeah, I'm going to take these pitchers, though, to have pretty good outings here and maybe get through the lineup a couple times here, and maybe keep it low early with Barrios and Kikuchi here. I think Barrios has been reliable but not dominant, I would think, so far this season. Had recent strong outings here and has obviously had some success against the Angels in the past. So I think here in Anaheim, though, with these two offenses right now coming in, average just 3.5 runs per game, I'm going to end up going under here. Kikuchi, yeah, he's certainly been up and down, and you mentioned his stint with Toronto there, but also he's been okay in some of the starts so far against Detroit. Gave up a couple solo home runs against Tampa Bay earlier this season. Also a good solid outing, but got ruined a good decent start by giving up a grand slam. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen here in Anaheim on Wednesday night. I'm going to rely on these two teams to go under here just because of these offenses right now. I think Barrios has a slight edge due to, he's better control for sure than Kikuchi. Kikuchi has that strikeout potential, certainly. So give me the under here on Wednesday night with Toronto and the Angels.
Heading on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one? The Blue Jays or the Angels on Wednesday?
Yeah, best of luck with that under, because I agree. I think that the Blue Jays, despite not playing their best baseball, so I guess if they come out slow again, you could hit that under early. That could potentially come through. But I gotta agree with Rodd here. I think that the Blue Jays, and if they can't get it going against Kikuchi, man, I know we've said this before, but it's going to be a rough season for them if they can't get it going in this spot. And I think they do here. So I'll agree with Rodd. I'll take the Blue Jays -1 here. Just think Barrios, maybe not the best starter in the league, but as Rodd mentioned, also coming off a couple good starts, and I think he is the better option of the two starters here. Blue Jays -1 for me.
All right, that wraps up the MLB. Let's head on over to the hardwood and take on some NBA basketball. Game 2 action. Game we're looking at here. The Knicks taking on the Celtics here. In this matchup, Game 2, we're looking at the Celtics laying 10.5 in this matchup. Total, 211, 211.5 in some places. Kicking on over to Ramon. This is his game. What do you like here in this one? Knicks, Celtics, Game 2.
Yeah, you thought the Celtics were popular with the public in the first game. Wait till you see what happens here in Game 2. I mean, they already have been moving up here with this spread here. Opened 9.5 and already up to 10.5. Maybe it even open lower than that. So they're already piling on here with the Celtics. I guess they're just that much better than these Knicks. All those wide open shots they couldn't hit. Water out of a boat, as they say, but maybe it was the rust, as Rodd mentioned, with the Celtics there. And don't give the Knicks any credit. They only finished with the third best record in the Eastern Conference. And I guess really Boston and Cleveland are just so much head and shoulders that Knicks win might have been a fluke in that first game. I got to take them again here as this spread continues to rise. Now, look, I'm bucking some pretty big trends here. There's no doubt. Teams that were favored by 9 points or more in their first playoff game against an opponent and lose, and then are favored by 9 points or more again in the second game, are 17-2 straight up and 15-4 against the spread in that next game. But I think the Knicks did a very nice job against the Celtics. I'm not going to chalk it all up to the fact that the Celtics just couldn't hit these shots, whatever they were, 40 plus misses from 3-point range in that one. I've just got the spread ticking up too much. The Knicks were so gritty, led by Brunson scoring, Hart's hustle, and a little bit of Cat mixing it up in there. I know he got maybe a negative review in the game in Game 1, but I still have the Knicks able to keep this one within single digits for sure. I can't believe, to me, Thibodeau outcoached Missoula in that game. What were the Celtics thinking? Just wanting to continue to go back to the well. I know that they live and die by that three-pointer, and when it wasn't working out, that's when they started to slide, and the Knicks came back in the game. So Celtics, as 9-point favorites more this season, have been subpar against the spread, so I'm going to still take the Knicks here to at least get this number in Game 2. Give me the points. 10.5 on Wednesday night.
Kick on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one? Knicks or Celtics on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I gotta love what you've seen out of the Knicks and in the Game 1. Obviously, we know what the Celtics have been doing after a loss or after failing to cover all season long, but this is no longer the regular season, and they're going up against a pretty good Knicks team here with some guys that don't just give up. I know the Celtics, the more talented team, the better team, the deeper team. But again, I just don't see the Knicks just giving up at any point in this game as they showed in Game 1. So I will grab the points here with Ramon and the Knicks, and I think they keep it well within double digits. I mean, within single digits. Sorry.
Yeah.
And for me in this one, as you guys alluded to, look at this Boston squad. You know what? I think they tried to come out and just take shots. Try to do a shooting clinic and just fire a bunch of shots and just beat the Knicks that way. Not even have to work so hard is what I think. Because they hooked up, 97 field goals. And they went 60 shots from behind the arc. They weren't really trying to go bully ball with anybody. They were just trying to get this series through. The Knicks just coasting along, chucking up shots. And yeah, do you think they're going to still shoot 35% from field goal? And you think they're going to shoot from 15 out of 60 from behind the arc all series long? I don't think so. It's the Celtics. They know how to bounce back. As you alluded to, teams that off the Boston bounce back here, off of a home loss as a favorite. Boston's 8-0 straight up this year, 11-2 against that number. But for me here in this one, I like the over. This at 211. We've seen this number. It needed overtime at 211 to get us up and over this number, right? To get us to like the 213. Shucks. But just think, even if a couple of those extra threes that the Celtics, are going to heave up another 50 plus threes. And they're going to go better from beyond the arc than 15 to 60. So for me, I love the over here in this one. I think we can easily get up and over this 211.5. I think that's just a touch light by the books because we know Boston, they're going to still try to heave these shots. That's what they do. They live and die by the three. And we know some more of those are going to fall here in this one on Wednesday night. All right, that wraps up the first NBA game we got going. Excited. We love it. Love these playoff games. So let's kick it on over the next game. Hey, look at this Denver squad hitting a 3 to upset outright in game one as well. So both dogs winning outright. So heading on over to Al. This is his game. OKC up to 11 in places. Total 231 in some books. Heading on over to Al. What do you think here in this one? Nuggets or OKC Wednesday night?
Yeah, I guess we're going up against another big regular season trend here. We've seen the Thunder cover these huge numbers all season long, but again, this is the playoffs up against a very good team, and you just can't expect them to beat the Nuggets by double digits on a daily basis. And while they failed to do that, to even win outright in the last one, I still think, I think the value is all over the points here with the Nuggets. They got the players to keep this one competitive. Jokic, I kind of mentioned his triple-double never being a bad play. I actually will be playing it this time in this one. I'm seeing a plus 165 now. Now, he didn't get it in the last one, but with just 5 assists, he still managed to have a historic game, becoming just the 5th player in NBA history to record a 40-point, 20-rebound, 5-assist playoff game. And, I don't think they want to give up 40 to him again tonight. So you might see maybe not necessarily full-on double-teaming him, but maybe some more hedging on him, and which should leave some shooters open. And it's harder to double team these guys in today's NBA than it used to be. Everyone can shoot the 3 now. So as soon as you leave a little bit of space, he'll find the open guy, and I think he can get a couple more assists in this one, which should get him a little closer to his triple-double, and which should lead to another competitive game and the cover for the Nuggets here.
Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? OKC or Denver Wednesday night?
Yeah, I know I've got two teams that definitely love to go over this year, but a 231 in a playoff game here, even after we saw what we saw in the first game, felt like it was an outlier really for Oklahoma City because of that top-ranked points per 100 possession statistic that they have here. So I think they should tighten it up here against the Nuggets, especially when Denver has that non-joker lineup out there a little bit, and OKC really good at extending their possessions and keeping the turnovers down. I think everyone got excited here, and with their history, both teams this season strong to the over. But to me, I've got to look at this as a playoff game, and I still think this one will go under here. Like I said, that top ranked points per 100 defense is what I'm looking at. And the regular season games did trend lower in this series, trended to the under 3 out of the 4. So Denver, maybe some fatigue here. Finally, they did a great job in that game. We're going to come back here in game 2, double-digit favorite, obviously here. So I've certainly got it about 5 points lower at least here. Give me the under tonight on Wednesday night with Denver and OKC.
And for me here in this one, give me Denver plus the 6.5 here in this first half. We've seen their scoring numbers all season long. These two teams are pretty much equal. There's not a whole lot of separation. Points differential is about a 5 at best between Denver and OKC in that first half. It's even closer in the first quarter. If you can get a couple of points with the Nuggets in the first quarter, might not be a bad play there as well. Hitting the first one, so. These two teams are actually closer than what the spread is, so I kind of lean with Al and the Nuggets in the full game as well. Especially as Ramon alluded to, lower scoring type game where OKC's got to impose their defensive will, which is what I think that's how they're going to have to do it here. If they want to win this game, they got to impose that defensive will, which is slowing up the game. And look at the defensive numbers of OKC all season long. They are the better defensive team between these two teams, and that's the way they need to win this game. So, yeah, definitely. But Denver, they can step up. So give me here in the first half, plus the 6. They're on borrowed time. I think they come out hot. I think OKC is going to need to step it up, but I think it comes in the second half there in that one. That wraps up the 3 we got here on the board. We've got some good ones, that's for sure. Hey, as always, let us know in the comments section below what you think about the 3 games we got rolling with tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning into these Cover the Spread videos daily. Love doing them. Also, just before we head on out, let's do the quick little recap. As always, first game we looked at, we got the Blue Jays taking on the Angels here on Wednesday. I say you say Kikuchi, and I say trash can. I think the Blue Jays tee off on Kikuchi. I think they get at least 4 early on Kikuchi and are up big, and then cruise to that bullpen that they smash a little more in that one as well. Take the Blue Jays on the run line. Ramon says, hey, take the Knicks. Boston's not that good. The Knicks definitely stepped up in that first one and got the outright win. I think they're getting this boatload of double-digit points. Hey, you might as well grab them because the Knicks can keep it close there. And then Al says, hey, Ted, grab Denver again. They got the outright win. Why not? You're going to get us the boatload of points. More disrespect on the Nuggets that, hey, they're definitely, we've seen what they could do. And Joker, definitely the MVP in that one in game 1. And he continue to roll. Got to beat for OKC, it's like you got to beat the champ, they say. Well, you got to beat the champ, and so far you failed in game 1. They continue to take Denver plus the points. Al says there. That will grab the Nuggets. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's have ourselves a wonderful Hump Day Wednesday. As always, let's do what we do here best, and that is
cover the spread.